Okay, hi everybody, how are you today? I am going to give you this video, which is a very exciting news. All of you know, or most of you know, that I've created my own website and my own company since January. And I've tossed around a little bit some ideas to see, like, feelers, what was going to work, what was not going to work, doing teacher recruitment, doing um, different documentation, writing, and everything. And um, it's always been my love to inspire children and help teachers because I believe that um, many of us teachers, we lose our voice in the classroom. We're not able to um, teach how we know how to teach. We're expected to teach as someone else tells us. And so I wanted to create a system and eventually open my own school based on the needs of children, not so much the needs of teachers and the needs of administrators. But that's in the future. This particular video is to go through my website so that you can kind of see what I've been working on. My company is Members by Marissa. It is a registered trademark here in the state of Minnesota in the United States. What I've done with this at membersbymarissa.com is I have created a creative approach to my website. So what I've done here, as you can see, this is what my introduction. This is my logo. All right. In Wilmer here in Minnesota, I had wanted to start a creative arts program which integrates 3 different types of art, kind of like what I did in Uzbekistan when I was working at the Canadian School of Tashkent. However, I don't think it's gonna kick off very well, but that's okay. It's a new thing and it's new for people around here. So maybe if one of y'all over there wants me to come and do that with your students, I'd be happy to do something like that. All right, so the talent suite, I will give you my table of contents because I thought I want to approach this in a way that would be like teacher friendly, creatively friendly, business friendly, everything else friendly, but overall user friendly. Yeah. So the talent suite is a place where you will find like teachers, about schools, about everything, how I can serve teachers and schools. Okay. The MBM Penthouse is basically future projects that I will be working on and are going to be opening up soon. The educational store is something yummy that we're going to get back to. The appointment parlor, if you want to set up an appointment with me, you would send that link, and that link would show you appointment scheduling based on Chicago time. All right. The cash cupboard is basically all the financials about Members by Marissa LLC, what to expect if you were wanting to invest in this type of thing. Obviously, this is my phone number. It is out there because it is listed with the business. This is not for you to use as a social aspect, it's for the business only. The boardroom is what is the boardroom? I have to come back to it maybe. The vision atrium is where all the visions for all of the upcoming subsidiaries are placed. And the guidance suite is basically the policies and procedures, mainly right now, Members by Marissa LLC parents company and Members Education Consultancy. All right. So if you were to go to the MBM Penthouse right now, all it is the subsidiaries information and their expected timelines. Okay. If you go here, since I didn't know what this was because I couldn't remember, I did this, I was tired. The boardroom is, what is the boardroom? Okay, I don't know why it's, oh, that's just my email. Okay. All right. That's if he wants to get a hold of me. All right. The Vision Atrium, yes. And then, of course, the appointment parlor is if you want to make an appointment. And this is the one that is really exciting for me because I decided to use my creativity and start something amazing. Now, I do use Teachers Pay Teachers, but Teachers Pay Teachers takes 55% of the teacher's work for their advertising. So that's why I really wish that you guys would order directly from me because I would get more back what I'm earning instead of giving back to Teachers Pay Teachers. Not that Teachers Pay Teachers is not a great site because I've used it in the past, but for a creator with a free account, free seller's account, they take 55%. Okay. So my educational store, I've done this in a presentation format so that I can consistently update it without having to run code back through my website, which I have designed myself. If you would like to have a website and you would like me to design it, we can talk about cost as well. Okay, so this is Members by Marissa store. I do believe it says anyone who subscribes will be invited to a complimentary membership to Members by Marissa social platform. Please come back as new material is added once a week. Okay, so yeah, this is for us teachers that we need to have this daily. Okay, let's go on. All right, so oops. Allie, we'll come back to you in a second. So here what I've done is I've got all A, E, I, O, U. And these, obviously, I don't have any stories in them yet. But if you click here, you can see that these are actual links. Best teacher ever. Literature will go here. Planner ideas here. Assessments here. And hands is my curriculum umbrella that I've actually created in the past. I don't know, 5 years, 6 years, whatever. And this is upcoming as well. My curriculum will be for sale as well. And it's very similar. It's like a combination of all the curriculum is out there kind of combined into one. So this will be a hit. All right. So if you were to click, let's go back. If you were to click on A, it would take you directly to the store page A. But because I wanted to show you what you're getting when you look at the store, this is what you can see. So if you were to go on and you would learn, this is the first story that I created with a few teacher resources and activities, but it's not a lot. It was just my pilot. And this is the one that I am sort of giving out as gifts. So if you would like to be gifted this, please send me an email on my webpage that you're interested in getting a free gift. Basically, Allie the alligator. There are many stories out there, Allie the alligator, but what makes this really memorable is that Allie is the youngest alligator in his family. His big sister attends an international school in the Florida Everglades, and Allie cannot wait to join her one day. For now, he still has plenty of free time, but he will begin pre-kindergarten in the fall. Allie is excited to go to school and try new things, but he is quite sure of one thing: he does not think he needs a nap. So this talks about little Allie and some of the emotional things that he has to go through and the realization of how Allie does find out what's best for him in the end. All right. So Allie is our main character, and the supporting characters in this story, of course, he does talk about his family, but mainly the speaking characters are going to be Arthur, Amelia, and Mom, who's Anna. As you can see, all of the names of each character begin with a beginning sound or a letter A. All right. In all of my books, also, all the focus letters that we're working with are highlighted in red, as you can see here. Therefore, that if you're a teacher and you're working on long A, short A, blends, different character, letters, CVC, VCV, any type of A, that's going to highlight the A in this one, and you can utilize the story for so many units out there if you are looking. So in all my stories, the focus letter will be in red, and then the focus letter that might have been studied before you got to this story might be like in a different color, and I'll explain that in a second. All right, the other character that's in the A is Apple. Apple's Adventures in the Apple Orchard. So Apple's a little girl who lives in Washington State in the United States with her parents, George and Martha, and her granny. Because she was born in Washington, her parents named her Apple, and she grew up loving every kind of apple she could find. One day, while visiting the park with her grandmother, Apple wanders off and discovers a group of fairies. Now, I couldn't think of any other names of fairies except for Gala, McIntosh, and Granny Smith, which are also names of apples. So you can imagine the resources that I've plugged into this as well, where we're going to be looking at social studies, we're going to be looking at history, we're going to be looking at uh, maybe science and the senses. How are the apples different? How are they the same? Also about your SEL, which is your feelings and what Apple might be feeling, and then how to tie that into what your children are feeling. So Apple is our main character. Our supporting characters are Gala, McIntosh, Granny Smith, who are the fairies, and Granny, which is her grandmother. George and Martha are in the story, but not until the end. And of course, this story does have potential to have other little series in the story, but this is the beginning story of Apple's Adventures in the Apple Orchard. Okay, so so it says click on each photo to go to the store. So if you wanted, some children still need help with handwriting because I know it's not really taught in schools anymore. So if you would like your preschooler or your child to work on their printing skills, this is something that they might really enjoy. And it's almost like you could print these out, laminate them, give them a whiteboard marker or a crayon, and let them go through and trace. This could be a one-time thing. So this could be a center in preschool. This could be a center in kindergarten. This could be just something you do at home with your children. It's all up to you. I am going to do more letters in the future, but this was kind of also a pilot of something that I was working on. There is Allie the Alligator unit, the unit. Now, if you want just the book, I am going to be putting the book here, probably, and Apple's book here as well. They are not going to be the full price of the unit. They're going to be at least half, at least. All right, so I will explain what that looks like or my store when we go through here, and you are more than welcome to do that yourself. All right, so the next letter that we're going to be looking at is E, and the story that I have created, I'm very proud of it actually, is Aowina. It's Aowina, the elegant elephant. So Aowina is the princess of her elephant tribe. Her father and mother support her and have trained her to be brave, compassionate, and a leader for the youth in Botswana. She will have many adventures in the upcoming months, so join us. So Aowina, the Elegant Elephant, is a series, and it's a cross grade series. So it starts with KG kindergarten and it goes all the way up into grade 6. Kindergarten to grade 2, Eowyn of the Elegant Elephant. This is her introduction. She's 10 pages of fully illustrated pages and 31 pages of teachers' resources, including uh, there's a little extra 30. It's about 30 plus, but is including 3 lesson unit plans. Each of them are this, and they're differentiated. So I've done all the work for you teachers, and I know that's a lot of planning. And you, of course, can take what I've planned and work it in the classroom, or you can make your own varieties of my plan. Grades 3 and 4, I'm working on a mini chapter book for them. It will be about 20 to 35 pages, okay? And also will accompany grade appropriate or age appropriate activities. And in grades 5 and 6, I will be working on a novel based on Eowyn in Botswana and her story. Okay, so that's actually supposed to go before, but that's okay. All right, so here is the book only and the full unit. So to show you, it says click on each photo to go to the store. If you were to go here, it takes you to my store, which is done through PayHip. PayHip is my payment store page. So this is why you wouldn't have to email me to get it. You wouldn't have to send me money through my Cash App or anything like this. This automatically goes to PayHip. PayHip only takes 5 to 10% based on, that's a lot better for me than TPT. So that means that I will get most of what I'm asking here. So Eowyn of the Elegant Elephant, and basically what you're going to see here is not the whole story because I have to protect my rights on this. You can see it says by Lady Marissa, that's me, and then and it's copyrighted for members by Marissa LLC, that's my company. So all rights are reserved. Now, some of these like characters and stuff, you might think, well, how is that your property? Didn't you do it like from Canva or whatever? Yes, but I pay monthly for Canva, so therefore I pay for the rights to use Canva graphics for my book. All right. All right, so this is the unit. As you can see, I've got differentiated lesson plan sheets. We've got arts and crafts. We have social studies integration, language arts, the story itself, Eowyn of the Elegant Elephant. We've got some music and movement. I forgot to put in the standards, and I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to show you guys the standards here very quickly. What else? Yeah, so as you can see here, what's all included is the 10-page story from kindergartens to grade 2. The story itself, the book itself, just the book will be $8.99 also on my store. It's included is the 10-page book, 3 different to lesson plans for kindergarten, grade 1, 2, and 3, or grades 1, grade kindergarten, grade 2. Focus is on the short E, vocabulary and comprehension activities, social emotional learning integration. That's your SEL. It's what everybody talks about. It's a new term. It's bravery, embarrassment, friendship, and emotional growth. Science and social studies connections. We're learning about savannah and animals, habitats, and the cultural landscape of Botswana. Crafts and hands-on activities, movement and brain breaks. And so why teachers and parents, you would love this unit. They're fully illustrated pages, original characters and artwork, all of, and this is what took me forever, all of Eowyn's dresses I made by myself. They weren't dresses for elephants. I had to actually go in and place graphics material on her to give her the accessories that you see in all her little pictures. So the computer didn't do that. The computer did give me a basic elephant. The computer did give me elephant poses through the AI and Canva. but it did not give me the eyelashes, did not give me, it gave me eyes, but I had to go in, I had to change the color of the eyes, I had to do all the different hats and all the different dresses, and I gave her a complete wardrobe, and I did that on my own. Okay. It's cross curricular, it's easy prep and classroom ready, perfect for literacy centers, whole group lessons, or thematic units. And of course, it's perfect for all of these areas. So I encourage you to bring a Winna world into your classroom and watch your students light up with excitement, confidence, and curiosity. All right, getting back here. So if you need the standards for a Winna, I'll be happy to send them along. I just forgot to stick them in. Let me see. I think I can give them to other than that. Let me see. Just a second. Pause. Okay, so I found standards. So let me go ahead and show you those as well. These are something I plugged into my AI and I asked because it would have taken me forever to find every single standard. And I'm sorry, I cheated a little bit. But I love Copilot because he remembers everything that we talk about. He's even got a he. Okay. He's like my secretary. So if I was a big CEO and I had a secretary, this is what my secretary would do. All right. So we see the standards covered kindergarten through grade 2. These are aligned to Common Core and the NGSS and NCSS for science and social studies. We've got our reading kindergarten foundations. These are the phonological awareness, the letter sound correspondence, decoding CBC words, reading and literature, writing, speaking and listening, language arts or language, social studies and science in kindergarten is culture and geography, discuss Botswana and Awina's home, animals and habitats. Extension could be like endangered animals, habitats, ecosystems. Grade 1 is your reading foundations, phonics and word recognition, reading, literature, writing, speaking and listening, language, social studies and science, geography, Botswana discussion, endangered animals extension. Grade 2 standard, second grade, reading foundations, reading, literature, writing, speaking and listening, language, social studies and science. And then we've got biodiversity for grade 2. We've got Botswana geography. So, those are your standards, and I think those are important for you. But again, if you want that list, if you send me an email, I can send it off to you. It wasn't that hard to do. I just forgot to put it in there because it says that the standards are supposed to be there, and I forgot to put them in. So, if you need them, just let me know. Other than that, that's it for now. I appreciate your time. And I look forward to seeing you on my store. If you have any questions, please contact me. The phone number in there also is my WhatsApp and business. So if you need to get in touch with that, you can also add my WhatsApp channel for more exciting news. Thanks so much. Bye. And all my students, my former students who are watching me, that I shout out to Aruba Kindi. I shout out to Hatim Al Rahbi. My shout out to Satora Safavora. I think I said your name wrong, but it's okay. You know who you're talking about. I shout out to all of you and who have contacted me in the past. And I really want to say that it touches me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, everybody that supported me in the past, and I hope you continue supports me in providing dreams for others. Okay, bye.